just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. McFarland. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Carmichael nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now, third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
51 to Mike.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Carmichael looking deep for his tight end. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Hey, Wahoo! Get it.
Operating from the gun. Carmichael, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Seven on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On third down, Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Ready, break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Ready? Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
To throw on second down. Carmichael into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. A CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they
trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 23 yards on the play. Prescott to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Here's Prescott. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down. McFarland. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Yeah, I got you. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Snap.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carmichael. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's done. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Prescott now, option right, a pitch back. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now Dak on the option left. He may try and run for this. And some room to work. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Now Prescott letting one go deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Flipped off by Ronald Darby. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
3 bucks.
Ready?
On first and 10, Carmichael. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carmichael. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
You better bring. I'm letting you know. Hey, Mike 7. Mike 51. Mike 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Get it.
On third down, Carmichael. And he connects with Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Hey, Haywood.
From the gun, Carmichael. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carmichael, he's going to float this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Callaway as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my linemen out in space and see if they can chop them.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch 54. Rip right.
The final shot before break. Carmichael. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Again, it's Elliott. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like the...
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Past the 20. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Prescott from the gun to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Ready? 70, Indy. 66, bullet pass. Ready?
On 3rd down, McFarland. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now the throw taken in by Chark. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry for Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this is Callaway on the receiving end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Carmichael. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. McFarland trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the blitz does come. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Prescott looks to throw on first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Running with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Here we go, 46.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Prescott now. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Throwing on first down. Carmichael. That's taken in by Callaway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Antonio Callaway with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott, and this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2 inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Now comes the Cowboys punter. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, Carmichael to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carmichael. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. They'll keep it on the ground. Conrad, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were...
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. And now look at him go. 20. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards on the ground. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Carmichael. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Prescott now. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. Following the fumble recovery, Carmichael. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help